I did my project, which is why I'm here to explain. So, I did the form online and 14 persons responded on the form I sent. So, our first respondent is Miss Joveline Abalos. So, here is the form I sent with her response, of course. So, according to her, she did not panic during the pandemic. However, she is a teacher and she is really affected by the pandemic. Because the formal education changes, teachers work from home and the students do online classes instead of face-to-face. Based on her response, she finds it hard teaching online because of many changes in the learning autonomy. Furthermore, she has no comment on the importance of being fully vaccinated. So, our next respondent is Miss Babylene Mariano. And here is her response to the form I sent. So, according to this, she did panic during the pandemic. Furthermore, she is a pharmacist, a frontliner who is very much affected by the pandemic. And because of the lockdown, our city, she wasn't able to go to work for 2.5 months. This does really affect her income because they had a policy in their work, which is the no work, no pay policy. Likewise, she did agree that being fully vaccinated is important. Now, let's move on to the next respondent, Miss Mika Pesado. According to this form I sent her with her response, she did not panic during the pandemic and her profession is also pharmacist. Surprisingly, she is a colleague of Miss Babylene Mariano. And according to her, the pandemic really did affect her source of income because she is working in a clinic and there's a lot of negative effects. One of it is the people's fear of the global pandemic. So, they won't be wanting to go to the clinic and get consulted. Because of this, they didn't have the chance to achieve their goal or their target income for the month or even for the year. She did furthermore agree that it is important to get fully vaccinated. Our next in line is Miss Sandy Jane Sosmeña. She did not panic likewise at the beginning of the first strikes of the pandemic. And she is a pharmacist. Moreover, the effects of the pandemic in her work is the same with Miss Mika. Furthermore, she also has problems in transportation services because nowadays, the total passenger of a transportation is only half of what they got before. She also agrees that getting fully vaccinated is important. The next respondent is Miss Marisa Laruan. Here is the form I sent her with her response, and according to her, she did not panic at the first strikes of the pandemic. Furthermore, she said her work is accountancy. Yes, she is an accountant. And the global pandemic really did affect her work because here in our city, they often declare a GCQ or an ECQ, which makes it even harder to travel. And because of this, her work days got shortened. Then, after this, she then agreed that it is important to get fully vaccinated. To follow the survey, here is Miss Michelle Lacer. So, this is the form I sent and with her response. Miss Michelle Lacer works in a travel agency, and according to her, she did not panic during the first strikes of the pandemic. And the global pandemic has a major effect on her work. It is that people seldomly or rarely travels at these times of pandemic. Furthermore, she then agreed that being fully vaccinated is important. Next in line is Mrs. Percy Mariano. So here is the form I sent her and her response, of course. Based on her response, she did panic during the pandemic. Moreover, she is a dressmaker, and the major effect of the pandemic to her business is that people think foods are more important than clothes. So she then lacks of customer right after the pandemic happened. Moreover, she also agreed that being fully vaccinated is important. So, the next in line is Mr. Jeff Mariano. Based on his response, he did not panic during the first strikes. He then answered the next question, and according to that, he is a chef who works abroad, and then the effect of the pandemic in his work is that people rarely eat outside these days of pandemic, which results to low income and low profit. He then decided to go back to the Philippines because of this. Furthermore, he wasn't able to fulfill his contract. He then agreed that being vaccinated is really crucial. Our next respondent is Mrs. Maribel Tabuno. So this is the form I sent her with her response, of course. She did panic during the pandemic, according to her. Moreover, based on that, she is a business owner, and the pandemic really affected her business. In result, her business was closed. Then, she furthermore agreed that being fully vaccinated is important. So, to follow the survey, here is Mr. Jobert Paler. On his response to the form I sent, he did not panic during the pandemic strikes. Furthermore, I seem to be captivated by his job that he wrote on here. So, he said that his work is an HVAC/R. So, as for me, I don't really know this job, so I did a little research. And according to this, he is a kind of technician whose specification is heating, ventilating, air conditioning, or refrigeration. Moreover, for him, because of this pandemic, the limited work days even got shorter. Furthermore, he did agree that it is important to get fully vaccinated. Our next respondent is Miss Rita Padua. So, she is one of my classmates' mother, Elka Marbella. So, here is the response we got from her. So, based on this, she did really panic during the first strikes of the pandemic. And she is a business owner according to the form. So, the pandemic really did affect her business to the point that they need to lay off or do cost cutting and retrench. However, we Filipinos are soft-hearted. So, she often pitied the family of the employee she's about to fire. So, She then agreed that it is important to get fully vaccinated. The next in line is Miss Jovelyn Mahagway. However, according to this form we got from her, or this response we got from her, she did panic during the first strikes of the pandemic. Moreover, the pandemic really affected her job as a promodizer because they had to limit their workdays accordingly, and they rarely achieved the target quota for sales. Furthermore, she thinks it is important to get fully vaccinated rather. Our next respondent is Mr. Vincent Almeida. He did not panic during the pandemic first strikes. However, his profession is kind of same with Mr. Paler, and he is a technician, and the effects likewise is the limit of work days and the operations of their company began to stop. Furthermore, he thinks that being fully vaccinated is important. And of course, the last but not the least, Miss Arlene Idano. So, this is the response we got from her, and according to her, she did not panic during the first strikes of the pandemic, and her response on the source of income affects is her store. So, she is a store owner, so her business really had a major effects because of this pandemic. Her products are plastic wares and many utensils. So, based on this form we got from her, the pandemic really did affect her business because instead of buying wares and utensils, people often buy canned goods and clothes. So, because of this, her sales went down. But then, she also thinks that it is important to get fully vaccinated. And that, ladies and gentlemen, would be all for today. So, we got a total of 14 survey participants or respondents. One of them are teacher, accountant, dressmaker, chef, travel agent, and 3 pharmacists, 1 promodizer, 2 technicians, and 3 business or store owners. However, the respondents who did and did not panic during the first strike is balanced. As you see, they're about 50%. So, furthermore, 100% of them agreed that being fully vaccinated is important. Before I end this video, I would like to introduce myself. I am DJ Cholo A. Mariano from grade 9 Emerald. That would be all. Goodbye and good day.